Right guys, time for another RLR beer short. For this one we go to Warwick, Hudson Valley, New York State over in the US. Another beer from the wonderful Drowned Lands Brewery. This one is called Black Gold, comes in at 10.5% ABV, an Imperial coffee stout aged in bourbon barrels. And this is really nice, like a proper old school RIS Imperial coffee stout. And it's just so nice, this beer. So check it out if you get the chance. Pours this lovely dark ebony rosewood colour. Not much in the way of visible carbonation, not much head when we poured it either, but it's just great. Backbone of the beer, lovely smooth American oak, and there a little touch of vanilla. Of course, you've got that layer of kind of bourbon spirit in there, which is a little bit bitey, but also quite sweet. Quite different from Scotch whisky, of course, which I'm more used to. But the backbone of this beer, roasty, toasty, well-fired bread crust, and they're like a roasty, well-fired kind of cake edge as well. But you've got a layer of almost kind of rye bready character in there, a wholemeal brown bready layer above that, then a more kind of chocolate spongy layer to it. You've got nice chocolatey characters in this one. Further back on the palate, it's more like a kind of 80-90% cocoa chocolate, but as you come further forward, it mellows out to be like 50-60% cocoa chocolate. Then you have kind of toasty brown sugar, leathery brown sugar, although this one doesn't seem to have too much in the way of a kind of long wort boil, I would say. And in the dead centre of your palate, you've got some kind of treacle and molassesy sort of notes going on, which are kind of in line with the fact that this is a 10.5% Imperial Stout. But I would definitely describe this one as being more RIS, Russian Imperial Stout, than being a more modern kind of pastry stout type thing. So the coffee side of this beer, it feels like the coffee is kind of infused into the kind of bready layers in the beer. It's quite an earthy roast, but also kind of quite aromatic, and there's just a little touch of fruity note to it. The yeasty side of this beer is kind of like Christmas puddingy at its core, more kind of rye bready around its edge, and then like roasty, toasty and well fired around the extreme edge of it. The hoppy side of this one, little touch of earthiness in there. As you move further forward, it's got some floral aromaticity, some grassiness in there. You know, Imperial Stouts are not the most hop forward style of beer anyways. You could keep this longer and let the hops drop out further. It's bourbon barrel aged as well, which makes the hops drop out. But yeah, the fruity side of this one, it's got a little bit of raisin, a little bit of plum. You've got some dates, prunes and things underneath there, juicy fig, a little bit of black currant and a little bit of blackberry to it. But a very old school RIS, this one, with nice juicy fruity notes to it. The red fruits are lovely, and the kind of coffee, the aromaticity and earthiness and toastiness of the coffee in this is very nice as well. I would say this one for me, it's kind of bottom end of full bodied, smooth carbonation, IBU wise, 80, 90 IBUs, something like that. It's got a lovely kind of roasty bitterness to it, but very smooth beer overall actually. So yeah, quite happy with how this one turned out, in fact. So yeah, this is the Black Gold 10.5% bourbon barrel aged Imperial coffee stout from Drowned Lands Brewery in Warwick, New